Hi, I'm Debbie from Simply Special Crafts. Today we're going to do part 2 of the A Cuddly Christmas from the 2017 Craftiganza by Hunkydory. In addition to the Cuddly Christmas Luxury Kit, which we introduced in part 1, I'm not going to recover all of the supplies that we listed in number 1. I'll just touch on the ones that we added for the part 2 of this video. So let's slide over and take a look at what else we used. Not much, because we had such a nice group of supplies from the first part. We used this wonderful swirly Christmas set from Dazzles. I'll list that on the supply list, but because they're just fun, whimsical shapes, they work great with a Cuddly Christmas. I'll show you that, and we'll take a look at coloring those in different colors in just a moment. We used the Jewel Dazzle borders in silver from Hot Off the Press. So versatile. Use these a lot. Brittany made one of her cards this time using a 4x4 gatefold card from Paper Accents, and these are terrific for those littler projects, and when you just want something that's, for a small topper shape. We used another of the Moonstone cutting dies. This is just wonderful. This was Moonstone 004. It's called Framed with Love. And these are just wonderful with the little book pages. So we'll take a look at that. And then we used, a few of my Spectrum Noir markers. The one we're going to use in our little demo here is JG6. But Spectrum Noir markers are wonderful when you are wanting to change the color of a sticker, and we'll take a look at that. Okay, I want to remind you as we do this that these cards were all, obviously the card designs are made by Hunkydory, but all of the card samples we're going to take a look at were put together by my niece Brittany, and she won't go on camera, so I'm describing them for her. But you can get a little cameo of Brittany in video 1. Okay, so this is the Jingle All the Way set, an absolutely adorable topper set with dogs featured as Santa's reindeer. So cute. And all their little horns, and they're connected by jingle bells with packages all around. And this is a really fun set. You've got a couple nice borders, you've got some little images here, and Brittany's done some fun stuff with this one. Here's what the foiled cardstock looks like, that beautiful gold foiling. I hope you can see that around the red stripe. And then we've got this fun Jingle Bell banner across the top and packages strewn in the snow with jingle bells down below, which probably is exactly what would happen if you tried to have dogs run your Santa sleigh. Okay, I amused myself. Okay, here's our first card. For this one, she has covered a 5x7 card, an USA 7 5x7, and she has used this nice jingle border from the top. She has mounted, she took the 2-part frame and she split the frame and put the outer frame up on some foam tape, or foam squares, and then she recessed the center panel and just put her Jingle All the Way tag here. Now, one of the things that I thought was really cute is she cut this specifically so that this little tag would line right up with the jingle bells across the top. Isn't that cute? It was fairly easy to do. It actually, she was just going to place the tag wherever that was, and it fit just perfect on that corner, so that's fun. Lined it with a piece of her insert paper and added one of her small little dog faces on the inside. She had a piece of border left over, so she added that little border just to make it extra special. This next card's really clever. I like it a lot. Brittany created her own card using a piece of snowfall acetate. She made this in the size of a USA 6, which means that it's 5 by 6.5, so double that to make that 10 by 6.5. inches to create her card base. And one of the things I like that she did here, this was a two-piece topper, so she put the frame on the outside, but she wanted the snow in front of her dog, so she put the inside topper on the inside of her card so that the snow would still show in front of the dogs. I thought that was kind of clever. And then she used, while she had them separated, she used this inside, no, actually she used the outside piece. She used the outside piece as a stencil before she connected it down to cut her insert so that it would be covered up when she closed her card. I thought that was all clever and fun, and it's a great thing to do when you're running out of cardstock because you've done some clever projects or you're making a large number of cards out of a small kit. So remember the snow tape, or the acetate actually used as a card base. It's a fun way to go. Okay, and finally in this set we have this actually is the page out of the little book. And what Brittany has done here is she mounted her page on a piece of bright red cardstock, and then she used a piece of her border piece off of this piece of cardstock to make her card base, and a little "with love" tab there. Now one other thing she's done here is that she has used some of the embellishments off of this sticker sheet, some of the little stars on this card. Before she moved the stars, she colored them in red. And maybe this is a good time to actually show you what I'm talking about. Can you see me on camera there, honey?
Kind of.
Okay. When you want to color these, it's not difficult at all. Let me get the wider tip here. It's not difficult at all to do. We literally are just going to color right over the top of the sticker. You can do this with a Spectrum Noir. You can do this with a Sharpie pen, any kind of permanent alcohol ink. And you'll end up with a beautiful new color that, once dry, is permanent, and you can use it for your project. So it's really, really easy to change the color. There's nothing fancy at all involved in doing that. This happens to be one that we made earlier and didn't happen to use, but I want to show you what you can get when you're changing the color. Oops, I picked up an inside piece there, but isn't that nice? And so you can make your stickers any color you want just by using your alcohol markers to do that. Okay, let's move to the next set. This set is called Winter Wonder Pants, and we've got Santa's clothes all strung on the line with all the little critters around underneath, and these really cute little mini toppers here. Sent with love from our house to yours, season's greetings, and this ho 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 topper. Really cute. I also like these little tiny button images they put on. Here is our foiled cardstock. You can see we've got that silver foiling and the candy cane stripe with that really nice white with a silver background snow falling. And we got Santa hats, and Santa socks, and Santa gloves. That's cute. Okay, let's see what she did with it. First, Brittany made this big card. I love this one. This is done on a 7x7 card blank. And she's taken that large topper, split it into pieces. We've got this large 3-piece topper here. Oh, that's interesting. Actually, she did something even more unusual. Let's look here. She took the frame and the inside from this topper. So she split these here. And then she took the oval from this topper, which I think is fun and interesting that she did that. I love it when we can show you that you don't have to use materials in the way that they may have been initially envisioned. You can get really creative, and I love her creativity on this one. So Brittany has used this striped card, and she's covered her card so that she gets some of those stripes on each side. That's fun. And she still picks up the foiling from both sides. And then just in terms of her topper treatment, she's not doing a lot, but what she's doing is really creative. She's done some glitter accents using our Quickie glue pen and that Angel Whispers glitter. She has put down the square around her oval, and then she's used this inside turned on an angle, so we end up with that star kind of shape around the inside. And then use some little snowflakes from one of the dies we've mentioned in our supplies list. And isn't that just adorable? Extra cute. On the inside, she's used her insert sheet, and here's one of those places where we're using that little throwaway. Here's where this border comes from. She's using this little throwaway strip from the outside as an extra border inside her card, and isn't that adorable? Love that. Next up, on this card she's using the inside piece that we didn't use before from this topper set. She's going to use this centerpiece, and she's done some generous glittering here. I hope that comes through in that camera light because it's really, really cute what she's done. She basically glittered everywhere that Santa's outfit is white, and then added some extra little sparkles here and there on the tops of the bird houses and a little bit in the branches and on the eaves of the house, just to make this a really super cute sparkly card. She has mounted that topper on a piece of bright red adorable scoreable and created about a 3/8 inch border all the way around. And then she has put that on this background paper. Her base card in this case is, I believe, a 5x5. Let's check that. That's a 6x6. She's used a 6x6 base card. Her adorable scoreable is mounted on, I think, some 1mm foam tape. It's not standing up a great deal, but it does have some dimension. And then she's put the ho 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 stickers up on some 2mm foam squares to give that a little bit of added dimension. On the inside, she's used her matching topper, and one of those cute little buttons we were talking about to celebrate the festive season has a little birdhouse behind it, and isn't that cute? Perfect, Brittany. Next, she is making... I have to go back and correct myself. In this last card, this was not that center topper piece that I told you it was. This is out of the little book because her next card is using that centerpiece. This is out of the little book, and she's just trimmed that down, put it on some silver, and it's so nicely done with her trim piece there, and the way she's embellished it, it looks just like one of the toppers off the sheets. So you can see what kind of a stunning effect you can get from those little book pages. That's great. Okay, so this is the one where she's using the center of that 3-piece topper set off our die cut sheet, and in this case, she is covering her center step card in bright red. And I love this. She's used her leftover pieces of this wonderful card here and cut some 1x4 strips to fit down here in her center step card, with the silver snowflakes and a little foam tape under those. That is just a stunningly wonderful card, and so very simple, but absolutely adorable. Now here's an example. We get questions all the time, Debbie, how do we use those little toppers? Well, here's one where Brittany is using a very small topper. See this one? It's just little. but she's making it bigger and she's still making it a focal. Look what she's done here. She took that little topper, she put it on a piece of bright red adorable scoreable. Then she put a little piece of mirror board behind that to kind of give it a multiplier effect and get that topper to be a little bit larger. Then she's taken an A2 card, I believe it's an A2, yeah, it's an A2, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. She's put her border strip, she's covered it with that silver background off of the striped border sheet. She has cut a border strip out of leftover. Remember when she used just the center here, she had a little strip left over. So she's used that leftover piece to create this wonderful border on this card, and she's putting her little greeting up on some foam tape here. And you know what we've done here. In this case, Brittany has taken her markers and she's changed the color of that tree to make that tree fit. And isn't that just the perfect embellishment for that little card? And look at that, isn't that fun? And all done with a little tiny topper. She's lined it with some insert paper and is finished, but I would be thrilled to give that card to somebody. That is super cute. And last but not least, Brittany was looking at these little images, and she was looking for something fun to do with these little tiny toppers here. So we went back and got those cottage windows out again. And in this case, Brittany has, before she assembled her card, she's used those Nouvelle jewel drops again with a dauber, and she's changed the color of her card. In this case, she's used that lime color, but when you use it to cover your card, you end up with this really beautiful soft green. She backed that with some green cardstock, adorable scoreable, that she just put over the entire panel from the back, so she's got the green showing through those windows. I don't know how well it shows on camera, but she was going for a frosty window effect. So what she did here is put little glitter accents part way up each side and across the bottom. It just really sparkles there and adds some additional interest. Each of her little toppers is up on some foam tape, and she's put another piece of foam tape in behind this little button in the center just to kind of pull all those images together. This Merry Christmas came out of her 2017 Sentiments kit. Lined the center, and that's done. But isn't that a super clever card? And what a cute way to use up those little tiny toppers. The Snowy Snuggles set was hands down one of the girls' favorite sets out of this kit. Each time Brittany made one of the cards, both Brittany herself and the girls were giggling at the cuteness of these little owls. And you get a nice generous number of owls on this topper sheet. You get 3 good sized ones, plus some little buttons, some greetings, a nice border. Lots of good stuff to work with here. Here's our foiled sheet. It's got those pretty foiled snowflakes and then the berry branches and this beautiful, really beautiful blue with the lavender snowflakes. And in this we have these 2 cute scenes. We've got the little house in the corner, and we've got the little snowy owls in this corner. Let's see what she's done with them. Super cute. Well, let's start with this one. I love what she did here. In this one, Brittany's using that corner piece. She has mounted, is that the corner piece? I believe it is. Yeah, I was trying to see if it was from the little book or a corner piece, but she's used that corner piece and cut it down. Then she has put that on a piece of silver a silver mirror board. She has taken a piece of the Snowfall acetate and she scored it with like a 1/4 inch score on either side, cut a little extra large, and then scored it, folded it up around and attached that to the back of her mirror board before she put it down, creating this little bubble, little dome over the owls, and it's surprising just how much extra dimension you get by that little technique that she used. I love that. And can you see that good, honey? And then used a little "with love at Christmas time" tag right off of the die cut images, but that is so, so cute. Then, just for a little bit of added interest, Brittany has used 2 thin line silver stickers right along the edge here on top, just to give it an extra finished look. Super, super cute, Brittany. On the inside, she's done festive wishes just for you. And look at this neat technique she has used to attach her tag. She's got her tag here, the little oval, and she's taken a little piece of sticker material, tucked it through the hole in the tag, and then brought it on down so that that tag actually looks like it's suspended on that chain. Isn't that adorable? Festive wishes just for you. A very simple thing to do, but look how effective that is. All kinds of neat ideas from Brittany here. Okay, here's the oval set right off the die cut sheet. And in this case, Brittany has taken that 3-piece topper. She's actually covered her cardstock first with that blue and purple. This is, it looks to me that this is a 4x6. It is. It's one of those Anita's 4x6 A6. It's Anita's A6 card, which is roughly 4x6. She has glittered our little owls in the center so that they're sparkly and wonderful. She has put that centerpiece up on some foam tape. She has taken the second layer and made it flush to the card, glued that down, and she's put foam tape under the outside of that. A little foam tape under the "Owl Be Home for Christmas" tag, and that's just all it needed. It's so cute. Inside, she's got the little cottage and a little owl up in the corner. Beautiful. Love that. Next up, Brittany had this little oval left, and she was looking for a way to use that. She wanted it to be the focal of attention, and she wanted to use some of the border from here. And this is what she came up with. She covered her little 4x4 craft card with these pieces. And glittered up her topper. If you go out when it's snowing and look up at the sky, you'll feel lots of icy kisses. 'Tis the snowflakes flutter by. Oh, as the snowflakes flutter by. Super cute. And then she's used some of our snowflake embellishments that we've cut along this side. And isn't that just super cute? I love that. And I actually really like the way that the craft card plays with the brown in the little owls. Super cute. Last but certainly not least, Brittany made this ultra cute shaker card with the little owls. And her technique here was super simple. Let me go through it briefly with you. She's used a little 4x4, 5x5 card. 5x5 card. And then she has created her own, let's see if we can see it here. She's created her own box for the shaker box, just using multiple layers of foam tape. She has cut those in what looks to be about 2-inch pieces. She used 3 layers to give her a nice height, and she built up this outside frame with those pieces underneath, just making sure that she's joining them side by side so she gets nice coverage and her beads don't fall out. And then she has used a piece of snowfall acetate over that, and she's put these 2 rings from the outside of her topper over the top of that snowfall acetate so she has a nice lid. Then she's just dumped in a bunch of little pearls. And before she did that, she put her little center topper down flush to the front of her card. So you've got the little topper first, you've got the foam squares built up around the outside, you've got these two outside rings with acetate on the back, creating a lid. Glue it all down, and you have this absolutely adorable shaker made out of just everyday materials. The little pearls are just some we had in a drawer here. But isn't that just spectacular? I love that. To someone very special on the outside, matching insert paper with a little snowflake. Done. Absolutely adorable. This little topper set's called Peace and Joy. Every year, Hunkydory seems to get this little angel into their Christmas kits in some way. I just love it. Look at the pretty little borders we have here. I like the little heart shape kind of buttons they're adding just for you. The little angel and some nice verses. Pretty. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh. We got the beautiful angel on this side, and then this foiled side of the cardstock, I hope you can see it on camera, is really, it's almost like a foiled wrought iron on there. It's just gorgeous. And so we have that one for foiled. And we have these adorable little birds across the bottom. Let's see what we did with these. This is a really simple little card, but you know, they don't all have to be fancy, and this is just really, really cute. We've used that beautiful wrought iron border behind our little topper here. She's just set up on some foam tape with the little buttons, lined it with a matching piece of insert paper. Done. Cute. Another cute and simple card here. This is the corner of our cardstock. We've just covered an A2 card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We have put a piece of acetate, laid that over the top, and then anchored that acetate with tape on this side. Then we cover that up with this little border. We put the angel behind the acetate, of course, and then we put the topper on top. Isn't that cute? Little matching insert. We put that little greeting on the inside, wishing you peace and joy at Christmas, with this cute, adorable little bird border. Super cute card. Really quick and easy. Okay. In this card, we have taken I'm sure that's a 6x6. It is a 6x6 card. We've covered it in this pretty kind of yellow peachy background paper. That's beautiful. We have cut an aperture in that card. You know that aperture is only a fancy way of saying we cut a hole in the card the size of this little topper, so we could put some acetate in front of our angel, and then we've attached that acetate between this topper and our little angel, so we see our angel through the hole in the card. Add this extra little button here just for fun and interest. Put it on our matching insert paper. Done. Cute, simple, but very nice. Okay, this card was done using a piece of adorable scoreable on an USA 6 card that's 5 by 6 1/2. We have used the smaller of the two framed with love dies over a little book page. Now, in this case, what's been done is that we fitted the frame over the little book page, but we actually put a piece of acetate between the two, and before we cut down the acetate, we actually added it to the card and then trimmed around, creating this fun and interesting look, and leaving the snowflakes around the outside of that, which I really like. So everything is anchored down in the back, and so we don't have any acetate attachment lines to hide. Added this little jewel border just for fun and interest and a little extra sparkle. I love this. Look at the cute little piece on earth that's out of the sentiment book. Add a matching insert. Really, really nice card. So cute. And again, this is a little book page. No, Brittany had a good time working on this one. This one's called There's No One Quite Like You. Look at that adorable Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Merry Christmas, these little faces. Happy New Year. Little faces. I love the way they have created these toppers such that these clearly go together, but they're perfed in a way that allows you to be able to use them as far away from each other as you'd like to. So you can use them close in for a card, or you can spread those elements out over a larger card. That's really cute. We've got this for our foiled acetate, that little foiling along the birds here. And we've got this fun piece with the stripes and the blue that really fits kind of the whimsical nature of these toppers. Let's see what we've done with them. Okay, this is exactly what I was talking about with that topper set being created with all of the elements. In this case, we've chosen to actually use the frame as well. So we've got the frame down, and that's placed on this is a 6x6 card. So we've covered our cardstock, or covered our blank card with a piece of this cardstock. We've punched out that whole unit with Frosty the Snowman. And we have punched the pieces out from the frame, glued the frame down flush to our card, and then put each of the elements up on foam tape. It's a really simple thing to do with this card, but it's really cute, just like it is. Have a magical Christmas, and we put in the corner here, There's No One Quite Like You. Super cute. Here's another one. And this is done on an A5 card. So this is a big card, and you can see that card is actually folded. It's the size of a full sheet of Adorable Scoreable. Now, if you want to do some of these larger cards, we do sell this size envelopes in the store in a bundle, so you can always make your own card blanks using a sheet of Adorable Scoreable, and we've got the envelopes to match those. And we've done exactly the same thing. It's just we're taking advantage of the border treatments, and these little toppers they've created fit perfectly between the two pieces of border on that sheet. Isn't that cute? Once again, we've taken the frame and anchored it flat. We've put each one of the elements up on some foam tape, and it just doesn't need any more than that. It's really cute. On the inside, we've used a little Merry Christmas tag and some matching insert paper. Done. Then we have two little book pages that we've done using these same elements. We have covered a USA 5 card, 5 by 6.5, and we have put this topper sheet on just a piece of mirror board. And that's all we did, because he was just super cute, just like that. Put the little snowman face on the inside. Done. Here's our little reindeer. We've done the same thing. We've used a piece of our green background paper covered, and I'm sure this is an A5, but or a USA. Yeah, this is the USA 6. It's 5 by 6.5. So we have covered it in that lime colored cardstock. We have put the topper, the little book page, on a piece of silver mirror board. Put that mirror board up on some foam tape, added a border. Done. It's just cute, just like that. And on the inside it says Santa's greetings, my dear, and a matching insert. cute. We have one card left, and this was one that we discovered there was one little book page we hadn't done yet. So in this one, we also had one frame left that we had cut and hadn't used. So we just decided to pop this into this video. This one is, we've cut a circle out of the little book page, so we're only using like this much of the page. And then she has cut a larger circle of purple, of deep, rich purple, adorable scorable. So we've cut our beautiful snowflake frame that we've used so many times in this set. And under that, she's putting her little book page. And behind that, she's putting this purple. And then we're mounting that whole thing on the light lavender, going over the snowflakes with some glitter, glittering up some little accents on the inside. It just doesn't need any more than that. How pretty is that? With the deep, rich purple showing through the holes and the glittery snowflakes on the corner. I think that's just stunning. It's beautiful. Little piece of matching insert paper, little snowman button, done. So that is it for these. Hi, this has been the Cuddly Christmas from Hunkydory. I hope you enjoyed Brittany's card designs as much as I enjoyed bringing them to you. You can find all the supplies for your cards at www.simplyspecialcrafts.com. If you haven't signed up for our newsletter, be sure to do that, because when we film one of these videos, we'll send you a link to the video, plus a newsletter that has links to all of the supplies we use in the video. See you next time.